Okay, this is me and my beautiful wife Shan. It's a Saturday morning, April 7th. We're heading out to our land to take a look at the beehive. We're going to do a little inspection, make sure everything's okay. And after we get it inspected, we're going to go out and get the bees and bring them back and install them. So we'll be right back with you when we get the bees. See ya. Those are the bees.
What kind of bees are they?
These are Italian bees. They have the perfect temperament for this kind of operation that we've got going here. They're calm in personality. They're friendly. We've got them all named. I've got I'm going to spray a little.
How many bees are in there?
Probably about 10,000. We'll start with the one queen. This is just some sugar water that you spray on them, kind of it keeps them clumped together. You can see that they're all bunched, and spray them down here. Give them a little squirt.
How many dead ones are in there? A few.
A little bit of mortality rate when transportation. Now I'm going to give them what we call a bump. I'm going to bump them down here. Watch this. See how they all kind of go down? A little more noise that exposed some new ones, so I'm going to spray them down as well. Okay, now this is the hardest part. Get the can out.
Where's your lid? We don't have a lid.
I have a lid. So I'm going to use, what am I going to use to cover? A little trick. I've got this just to cover up. Once I pull this is a feeder that I'm pulling out to entrance it. Slide that over. There's a couple holes, sugar water feeder. That's going to set that aside for now. And now you can see one got out. First one out. There you are. Now, I'm going to remove the queen. Slide this over. Like you. Trying carefully not to drop her. And some ones are going to want to come out with the queen. Stay in for now. And there she is. You can see the mark. There's a... Oh, turn around, baby. Yeah, you can see the red marking on her back. That's how we'll know. She's got short little wings. That is our queen bee.
Yay!
All right. Okay. So, and you can see it's got this little cork here. This cork needs to come out.
There's no sugar in there.
There's no sugar, so I've got a marshmallow that I'm going to put in. Now the trick here is I don't want to lose the queen. I'm going to be very careful here about ensuring.
Do you need pliers?
No, I think I can get it.
Do you want it?
It's coming. I just wanted to keep my
finger. Do you want to spray
over.
her with any sugar water? Or?
I wonder if you think I should get her a little sugar water?
I don't know.
But I've got a marshmallow here that I'm going to plug in there when she's out. Okay. Now, what will happen is that marshmallow they will eat away at the marshmallow over the next 3 or 4 days, and that will release the queen then into the colony. So what I've done here is I've just used a rubber band to secure the queen pod, and notice it's open here so the bees can get at here. The marshmallow is here, an area where that will be eaten out, and there she is. So there's the placement of our queen. Do I want her more in the middle? Probably there, and then we can put other ones here. Okay. Now we're about ready for the fun. I need room to shake the bees down in. Okay. All right. Now we're going to have some more fun. The bees have been sprayed. I'm going to give them another little spray. So now the fun part. I'm going to give them another good little spray here and here. And then we're going to do our bump thing again. Okay, they're down. Another little spray. All right, here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is basically just going to pour bees into the hive. You can see I'm getting a little bit more nervous than I have been. First time I've done this. They won't all come out. And I'm going to go grab my brush. Every beekeeper, you have a handy little brush to kind of gently brush the bees in. I don't know if you can get a shot down in there. You can see them all still moving around in there. They're quite happy. It's just a matter of those are some happy bees. It's nice when they kind of clump up, and then I can get them out of the box when they in a big clump, you know. Remember the queen down there? So we want them to really, I'm going to leave a little extra space there if I can for the queen, so they can really get to her. Gently just kind of nestle these in. They don't quite go all the way to the bottom, so the bees at the bottom are safe. I'm not smashing them. I thought I would be more nervous, but it's actually kind of calming, you know. They're just doing their thing, I'm doing my thing. And I think, see how I'm going to keep this open a little bit here so that you can see they're already introducing themselves to the screen side of the queen down there. So I'm going to find something. Things of what we've got going here. As you can see, this is a feeder here. And what that is that's a mixture of sugar and water, so it temporarily feed them. Things will be blooming here, you know, any day, but as they transition into the hive, it's a good source of food for them. We'll come up and check this every day just to see how that's doing. You notice I've left the remainder of the bee that didn't come out of the transport cage. I've left that here open to where they can fly or walk out and get access back into the hive. And I'm going to close off here. I want to point this out. There's an entrance here, which I'm going to close this down to where there's about an inch or so left for the bees to go in and out, because what I don't want is any robber bees to show up and try to take over the hive. We've got the fresh sugar water here, fresh bees, so we don't want any of the intruders to come and try to take over the hive while it's being established. Okay, but for now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sweep this back in. This is a separator board, this side up. Okay, so I'm just going to gently place this down without smashing any bees. close off. There's another entrance here. I'm going to close that off for now. So all the exit and entrance to the hive will be down through this part here. Just going to throw this piece on. Snug it up this way so it closes off that entrance that was here. And now I just need something. I'm going to set this aside for a moment. I just need something to kind of block off this. I do have a brick. Not the best looking thing, but it fits in there just about right. Where if I settle that in there, you can see I've got about 1 inch or so entry and exit for the bees. So these guys can go back down here. They will hear their brethren. I get that sturdy. And as they go in and out, make their way into the hive. And the interesting thing is they're all communicating. So even though they're still in the box here or the inside, they have ways of communicating with each other to say, hey, there's a queen in here, let's come in and meet her, let's get her out, let's eat through that marshmallow, let's get her out so she can start laying eggs and we can go to the next step of taking care of our bees.